So, recently, YouTubers have been leaving the scene. A lot of them, MatPat, Meat Canyon, PewDiePie is a big one. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Beast leaves sooner or later. But a ton of people, Stampy Cat, Stampy's leaving. That was a big part of my childhood. But I guess it does make sense. They do eventually all have to leave at some point. I mean, you can't realistically do YouTube for your entire life and be happy. Realistically speaking. Theoretically speaking, yes, you can. I mean, it can be your entire job, but to a point you get so successful that you don't really have to make videos anymore. You just have to do what you want to do, really. But that's really this entire video. It's talking about how everyone we know and love, is leaving the scene. I wouldn't be surprised if Markiplier leaves sooner or later. I mean, there's so many YouTubers leaving, especially 2023, 2024. Like at the start of 2024, end of 2023, so many people just left. I guess that's really par for the course. Our generation had them as our main source of entertainment and content on YouTube. So now we're gonna be us, the new generation of YouTubers, the ones that started before 10 years ago, 9 years to 1 year ago. The new generation has to become the main source of content for YouTube now. And I'm not even lying. We, the new generation, do have to start up YouTube and make it become one of the biggest streaming platforms ever. But ever since the TikTok and all that, our creativity's been going down lower and lower. And I hope I don't reach that point of where I can't think of new content to do to where I have to actually force like a repeated series over and over again and just pretend to like it for views. I want to make content so people feel like I'm not forcing myself to do it. People don't think I'm doing this just for money. I want people to think I'm doing this for fun, which I am. This right now is a side hustle for me, and I hope that I'm able to make this into a full job because I enjoy doing YouTube a lot. And now that all the big YouTube hitters are leaving, I feel like I'm gonna be able to have a better chance at that. Even though YouTube has peaked, I feel like we can make it peak again. Make it to where YouTube is the king. And that's really all that's going on through my head with all these YouTubers and all leaving. I'm not exactly sure what to say. I'm not gonna cry and all that, crying about how everyone I watched a lot, how I loved them, and how they impacted me and how it's going to kind of set way of new generation. I'm just going to talk about how it's going to set a new way for a new generation, set the way for a new generation. Because unlike many YouTubers that get a lot of views from crying, I can't cry a lot. I'm not that big as an emotional person. I'm not that emotional. I'm morally emotionally unavailable. I know that sounds cringe, but it's true. You're not gonna catch me crying a lot. You're just gonna catch me tired most of the time when I show my emotion. It's just mostly tired. It's hate. But that's really all I have to say about this. Hopefully, we as the new generation of YouTubers can set the same influence as others, but seeing how the new generation of YouTubers are mostly pedophiles, I don't have high hopes. You know, the moment they hit 10 million, they start they start grooming, man. I don't understand it, but hopefully good ones out of the bunch make it big. You know, recently Dream, I don't know if I should say recently, but Dream cleared his name via video, proving that he is not the one who is grooming, so that's good. I'm not gonna make a video out of that because I'm too lazy to, and I don't really want to talk about the subject anymore since it's way too late to. Also, another reason why I have a thumbnail for a video that I was gonna do then just didn't have enough information to. I have videos I don't have enough information, or I'm too late to record because I forget. That's ADHD for you. I had such high hopes to do stuff and then I completely forget for like the next 15 years. That's really mostly what it's about. I am playing Minecraft right now. Oh my god, I'm losing attention. Hopefully the new generation can, like me, can influence and allow kids and adults, I'm not excluding you guys that love YouTube as well, mostly because cable's getting expensive and we are your only choice. Hopefully the world becomes better. YouTube becomes again the biggest place for your videos. And just things get better, really. I just really hope things get a lot better from when it was. You know, maybe make it to where the new generation of YouTubers are to become the old generation of YouTubers. And then this exact same video comes up. That'd be so cool to see this video come up again. And new YouTubers past me, like the newer generation, that is when we start retiring from YouTube. Just become inspired and become their new generation of YouTubers, and it's just a whole domino effect. I just hope that happens, even though I know for a fact that's probably not gonna happen, which is the twisted reality of YouTube, really. Past this point, I am more on a tangent and just talking about random things. I will go back to the point of the actual video meaning, but this is what actual ADHD looks like. So I will not be editing most of the rest of this video because of how much of a tangent I go off of. But I do want to thank you for listening for the main part. I know you're surprised it goes up to 20 minutes. I didn't know it would reach this high either. But thank you for watching, and I want to say have a great one. Thank you for 100 subscribers. I do talk about that later. There's a point where it all just ends, YouTube included. It's going to happen one of these days. We just don't know when. Hopefully it's not soon. That's really all I have to say about that. Hopefully it's not soon. I'm running out of things to say as I am losing focus of what I am doing. I'm playing Minecraft. I'm doing ideas for my hardcore world that I stream on Twitch every Saturday from now on. Every Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be streaming whatever game, but this weekend it's going to be hardcore Minecraft. I'm just doing ideas. This is my creative world. That's really all I have to say. Hopefully things get better. Hopefully, you know, the new generation does take over YouTube and we are considered the better generation. I know things aren't as new and games are getting dry, but I'm sure that the new gen can do it. Sure, we, the new gen, can definitely do it. I'm just asking you guys, stop touching children, man. You know, it isn't that hard. If you're framed, I get it, but man, stop doxing people too just because you're mad. That's wrong with the current generation of media. People dox each other, they ruin each other's lives because something didn't go right. There's a toy review channel that does better than any of the YouTubers. It's richer than ever. It's like Scrooge McDuck. Richer than ever. His parents probably living good. And there's millions of other way better YouTubers that don't get the recognition because they're watching brain rot like that. I mean, sure, it's cute. A child playing a game, playing with his toys, making videos, having fun. That kid's what, 11? And he has I don't know how much more, but I know it's way more than the numbers I know. That's how much richer he is than this economy. He's figured it out and he plays with toys. Man. He plays with toys and I guess he just has fun, really. Which is really a message that people in the current generation and newer generation of YouTube should be taking. Have fun with it. I mean, I find this fun. Of course, I wanted to play Minecraft as well, so I was able to do both. Plus, I had to do this video eventually, or else the trend's gonna go down. But that's YouTube, all YouTube really is. It's about trends nowadays. But eventually, it'll all fix, it'll all be better. Old generation will all be gone. I know it's hard to accept the reality, but people who is heartbroken from all the ones leaving now, it's going to be even more heartbroken when the ones that they really love are gone forever. I'm not talking about... This is about YouTubers. I mean, it hurts to lose a loved one, but it's not what this video is really about. Of course, I'm available to talk. Also, thank you for 100 subscribers. I don't think I'd make it this far in this little of time. I've been doing this for like 2, probably even 3 years. And I'm already at 100. I mean, I've been making videos constantly for only a year. And I made it to 100. And I find that baffling, actually. I find that awesome. And I know it's the older generation. It's older generation showing support to the new generation, because the older generation know that we are going to have to be the next big thing. And I want to do what the older generation does. I want to do gameplay videos with my friends, just having fun. Heck, I want to do podcast. I want to have podcast guests with the older generation. I want Markiplier. I want Matt Pat. I want Eddie. I know Eddie, and Ted Nevison, Tommy Innit. All the older and newer generation. I want them on my channel, just to talk how it was like. I know I could listen to other podcasts, but I want to talk to them with them. I want to actually talk with them instead of just watching them talk. I think that'd be a cool thing for me, specifically. I don't really know about the channel. I mean, I'm shooting emails right now. And you know, yeah. You can tell I'm not losing patience, but you can tell I have ADHD, because I can't think of a single thought coherently, and I get lost in another track of thought. Either that or I'm tired, but I slept last night, and ate, and drank water, so I don't know what you want me to do. Yeah. That's really all I have to talk about. All I really have to talk about the newer and older generation, how it's all changing. Isn't it crazy that eventually Markiplier is gonna have to leave? I know you hate that I say that, but eventually Mark's gonna have to leave. Someone's gonna have to take up as Markiplier. Someone's gonna have to fill that void, and I don't think Markiplier is coming back with a child. I doubt that's the first thing on his mind. Like, oh, I'm gonna have my child do this. No. It's definitely gonna be the biggest part of YouTube. I think, at least. Markiplier is a huge part of YouTube and why it's successful. Actually, I think he was the first person I asked to do a podcast, but I know he's doing a movie. I think he's done with the movie. He's just doing finishing touches. It's been a year now. Eventually that'll be out. That's for sure. You would think of a man that loved on the internet, you'd think he'd have more subscribers. Guess he didn't tell anyone about the weird glitch on YouTube that unsubscribes people. Because I think he'd be one of the biggest. Nowadays is about giving things away. Commentaries going big, but I think that's dying down again, and I don't have the money to give things away. What I do have is my word. 1,000 subscribers. I'll do a Q&A. I know that isn't really that big of a reward for 1,000 subscribers, but 1,000 I'll do a Q&A. I just think that'd be a cool thing to do. Allow people that just subscribe to the newer generation to ask questions to the new generation, at least the ones who hasn't had brain rot yet. I guess everyone has brain rot to a certain extent, really. It's just it hasn't gone too much with me. I'm not a big skibidi toilet fan. I don't base my life off others. I base my content off others, definitely. I've seen many Minecraft gameplay things like this, but I'd like to consider this video directly taken from the idea directly taken from Tommy Innit, that is, because he's done story times while playing like Skyblock and all that. I'm just playing Minecraft. I'm just building ideas for my hardcore worlds, and I don't think that's all that far apart. Then again, he's not doing a hardcore world, feels it is. But I think this is kind of ripping off Tommy in it. Because he did Minecraft and then just did a little story time. I'm not doing parkour, well, technically right now I am. Jeez, why is it so laggy on the OBS side of things? Hopefully I get big enough to where I can just do anything and eventually retire. This turned into me talking about how I want my career to go, instead of just talking about the older generation. The old generation of things. This is a 20-minute thing about me going, and this is what my podcast will look like. I'm not even lying. This is what my podcast will look like. I'm going to talk about a topic and then lose track of things and keep talking for like an hour. This is exactly what it's going to look like, and it's going to be with guests. It's going to be with my friend. It's going to be with more popular YouTubers. The ones who are retiring. I'm just going to ask generic questions, and then we're just going to continue talking about random things. I don't have any medication for my ADHD, no. I don't think I ever will. Well, I will, but I'm taking caffeine as my treatment. Obviously isn't working as well as it used to, but I guess that's what happens when you get older. God, I'm saying getting older. But eventually everyone will leave. And we're just going to have to accept that. Everyone is going to leave eventually. And we're going to have to accept that we are the new main form of content, unless people are crazy enough to rewatch everyone's video over and over again until our generation is gone, and then a new generation which will be far better than us. I'm not even lying. There will be new generations far better than us that are on YouTube sooner or later. And I hate to say it, but I think Gen Alpha will be that generation that has better content than Gen Z, Gen X, Millennial, all of them. Gen Alpha is the new people we should be, the new generation we should be hoping has good content on YouTube. I mean, I know my little brother is Gen X. That's for sure. My little Gen X. My little brother would be Gen Alpha, and he has great ideas for content. I mean, he's thinking of doing Gorilla Tag, obviously, that's new generation content, but he wants to do real life things as well. And he wants me to be a part of him, which I just think is cool. And yes, I will be using my little brother for content. Yeah. That's really all I have to say. If you got anything out of that, I applaud you. Like, anything at all out of that, I applaud you entirely. I know the thumbnail was like, oh, he's gonna cry about and talk about how the new generation is gonna be the main form of content, and then cry more about how others are gonna be leaving. No. I went on a whole tangent of topics, but I guess that's the content you'll be expecting from me. So if you subscribe now, I will gladly say that you are a part of the new generation taking strides into the new world of YouTube. But that's really all I have to say. I want to thank you for watching. I know it was a chore. I want to thank you for joining me on this I don't know if you call this sophist. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this. Saturday there will be a stream of my hardcore worlds. I am definitely not this far in the world. I'm pretty far. I've got full diamond. Thursday will be another upload. It'll probably be me playing 7 days, or I'm playing Lethal Company with my friends. The 28th, I should have a vlog out. If I don't, well, I might as well just explode. And that's really it. I'd like to thank you for joining. Everything should be in the bio, in the description down below. And I want to thank you for joining me. Again, I said that way too many times. And I'd see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.